Today I'd like to discuss with you some exercise that you can do for your rotator cuff. Rotator cuff is an area that's kind of often neglected in an exercise program, but it serves as a very important part of the shoulder and important for developing strength through your bench press and chest press exercises. It's also an important area to keep conditioned to help with your posture. And also avoiding the rounded shoulder syndrome. So with good rotators, and if they're conditioned enough, one, you're going to have better ability to lift heavier weights, especially with a chest press, because when you have strong rotators in the back, they're going to help assist with the lift, and you're going to get more out of your chest pressing and pushing motions. Also, you want to keep a good healthy rotator, because when you're doing overhead movements and things, it requires a lot of power and strength, and those initial movements when you're getting the weight into position, those are going to hit those little stabilizers, and those are important to develop, because if they're weak, obviously they're going to be damaged or injured during those types of movements. So the rotator cuff consists of 4 muscles: the supraspinatus, the infraspinatus, the teres minor, and then the subscapularis. And the supraspinatus helps assist in shoulder abduction. It's the movement here, very, very small motion, but just enough to kind of get that arm up into place, and that helps assist that. When you have a damaged or torn supraspinatus, then you're limited, so you would feel pain as you raise the arm up. The infraspinatus helps with the infraspinatus and the teres minor both assist in external rotation. So those are important. So if you were to do this type of motion with pain, chances are that you have a tear in either the infraspinatus or the teres minor. And so that's something we look for, but we want to strengthen both of those in that external rotation movement patterns. And then there's the subscapularis, which is going to internally rotate the humerus. So that's kind of like this motion when you have resistance and you're pulling in toward the body. So if you would have an injury in the subscapularis, if you push against this hand going inward and you had pain, then that would probably indicate that there was some type of a tear or something developing in the subscapularis area. So that's kind of the function of the rotator cuff. Now what I want to do is just kind of show you some exercises that you can do to prevent injury. Also, if you are injured in the rotator cuff area, that these are exercises that you can do to start doing some rehab on that area as well. Usually, depending on how severe the tear is or the damage is to the rotator cuff, that you might need surgery. But I find that a lot of times, by just doing the exercises, a lot of the surgery needs can be decreased. Because if there's a good blood supply to the muscle, and to the tendons, then that can help the recovery process. But if it's beyond that, then that's when you go get the MRI, and then you might have to get that surgically repaired. But I've dealt with a lot of rotator cuff injuries, and I found that by doing the exercise on a regular basis, that the client was able to bypass the surgery and to get some good results that way through the exercise. The first exercise I want to show you is you can do this one either standing or lying on a bench. First I'm going to show you it's standing. This is for your supraspinatus. You're going to put your thumbs down, and you want to bring your hands out in front of you about 10 degrees. Then you raise up and down with the dumbbells. Now you'll feel a little bit of tension and a little bit of tightness into the back part of the shoulder, and that's where you want to feel it. It's only a short range of motion. It's only about 1/3 of the range, but all you're doing is just using light weight. You don't need any heavy weight with this. You just want to go lightweight and just going in this type of a pattern here, nice and easy until you feel almost to a point where it fatigues, and then that would be considered a set. So you can do anywhere between 12 to 20 reps. So that's one exercise. Another exercise that you can do, actually I'll show you what that would look like on the bench. And you just get down on the bench like this, and you do that same type of a motion as you come up. So now you have a little more support on your chest, which will allow you to get in a good, safe position so you won't hurt your back. And since I'm on this bench, I'm going to show you the next exercise. This one is just a arm extension, but you're going to keep your palms up, and you just look at a neutral gaze and forward in front of you. And you just bring your arms right up to the side, and you hold contraction, and you inhale as you come down, exhale as you go up. And what you're doing, you want to press your belly button down into the pad so you're not lifting the butt up. So as you come up, you raise up and you press the belly button down into the pad. That'll keep your back in the aligned position. And you'd hold these for about 2 seconds at the top, and then back down. So that's another exercise. That's just the arm straight extension. The next one you can do here is just, you would pull the arms up, the elbows up, and then you rotate the arms so back down. So you come up, go into external rotation, back down, all the way down. So go up with the elbows, keep those elbows high, and then you come up, and then back down. So you want to drive the elbows up, externally rotate, keep those elbows up, and then back down. And when you do this, only just using a small amount of weight, you will feel the fatigue in the back of the shoulders. That's what you want. If you feel it in your trapezius, that means you're out of position. So you're using your trapezius to try to do the movement. So you want to calm down the trapezius. You want to bring those elbows up and go right into external rotation. It takes a little bit of practice to kind of isolate that area, but once you get it, you'll really feel that fatigue right in the back of the shoulders there. So it's kind of a 45-degree lying external rotation.